Hello, hello. How are you guys? Happy weekend. Thanks for joining me for this week's video. I have some new watercolor paper. I've heard people talk about it and my B paper I'm almost out of. So I decided to get some of this and I am curious to see if it's similar or better than the B paper. Who knows? So I am going to unpack this and create something with it. I like that they sent this with some protection on the corners. This one fell off, but yeah, that was very nice of them to send it this way. So let me open this up and let's create something fun. I will not be fooled this time around, thinking they got me green paper. Okay. It is very textured, much more textured than the B paper is. Let me compare. It is slightly bigger than the B paper. It's 10 by 7 and this is 9 by 6. But that I think still works for me. But yeah, I just love the feel of the B paper. It doesn't give me the heebie-jeebies, but I only have one sheet left, so if I don't like this one, then I will have to go immediately and get some more of the other one. I like that this one doesn't come with a black adhesive. So when you take it off the block, you know, you can't see it. All right, let's put this one to the side. I don't know, guys. Should I use the back side that is less textured? Oh, also it comes off a lot better than the Arches one. I know you're supposed to use this side, but the more textured side just always gives my pens a workout. So I think I'm gonna use the back side. Is that a big no-no? Am I allowed to do that? I don't know. Because, you know, I'm not doing like fine art, landscapey things. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do the back side. Don't come for me, please. All right, let's get some colors out and let's get started. I am bringing out my Rycote watercolors. This is the 48 set, and I have prepped the sap green, the turquoise blue, the Prussian blue, and the turquoise green. I got some gray pens that I ordered. If I can find them, I will show them to you. Here they are. Thank you to the person who suggested them to me. They're Micron and I have them in black, but these are different grays and they come, unfortunately they don't come in the 005, but that's okay. So you have two different shades of gray and then different thicknesses so that, you know, if I need to thicken up my lines, I can do that. I have slightly moistened the backside of my paper so that when I put the water on this side, it'll curl back the other side. And I am going to prep I did not like the gold in this palette. The Kuretake just doesn't vibe with my colors that I want to use for this set, or for these colors that I chose for today. So I'm just gonna use this guy here from my gold palette. And then let's just make this side wet. And then the paper will flatten out again. Allora, where were we? Gold. See, now the paper is curling back the other way, so that's good. I feel like I need a palette. Let me go grab a palette real quick. We want to keep the colors light. In order for me to achieve that, I need a palette, because otherwise those colors are very pigmented and saturated, so I just don't want to risk putting on too much too soon, because y'all know me, I have a tendency to overdo it with the saturation. So we are gonna keep it light and fluffy today, because we want to use the gray pens today. Oh, this is my favorite color. I love this so much. This paper is very sturdy, so it can accommodate for quite a bit of water. It feels to me. I like this. Whoa, no, see, I keep doing that. I keep not remembering to water the colors down, but maybe that's what it needed. Wow, this paper, now that it's all wet, it almost feels like a piece of cloth. It's very nice. I like it. Let me add a little bit more of the slider blue in. Now, which one was it? Was it this one? I think so. Yeah. Favorite colors. I have quite a bit of water sitting here, so I'm gonna just mop that up and instead add a little bit more color to that area and use up what I have on my palette here. The gold you can't really see right now, and that's okay. It just gives the colors a little bit more of a shimmer if I lay it down first. But we are going to add some more of that gold down a little bit later. Love what's happening. I'm gonna bring in a little bit more of that darker blue. Why is it so grainy? That's... Could use a little bit more dark blue in here. Very nice. I think I like this. I'm gonna add a little bit more light green over here, some sap. But overall, I think I diluted it, I promise. It's just, I picked up too much. Okay, let's let this dry and then we'll be back. Remember, watercolors always tend to dry lighter. So even if we're really careful applying it, it will dry lighter when it's all said and done. And if you want your colors to still mingle with the background a little bit more, don't wait until the paper is dry, but I'm pretty sure you know this already. So the edges are starting to dry and the center is still quite wet, but I think I like how it's drying. I'm gonna keep an eye on it and keep adding colors if I feel like it needs it. But once those colors have dried completely, I can come in and apply a little bit more gold. I want to try something while the center hasn't quite dried yet. This is a watercolor pencil and I'm just gonna drop some shavings onto that wet part to see if it will give me some textures. I would like to have pigment, like powdery pigment, to do that, and I know that exists, so I need to look into that. But if this works in the meantime, I will use that. Let's zoom you in. Dude, I think that works. All right, let me get some of the light green. And I've seen, and I can't remember off the top of my head who did this. I want to say Karen Rice. I will look it up and I will put it as I'm editing the footage. I will leave it in there. I have not invented this, you guys. That didn't come from my brain. I'm not that smart or innovative. Let me get a darker green. Ooh, I think I might like this. All right, let's let it dry. So the paper is mostly dry and dry enough, I would say, to drop in some more gold. It's still a little buckling, but that's okay. So I just want to drop in a little bit more gold, splatters, just for a little bit more interest. And then we can put it to side and let it dry completely. And then I will be back to get doodling. So far, those shavings leave quite a bit of texture, which I like. I think next time I will make them a little bit finer and drop them in sooner so that they can disperse a little bit easier, I guess. so far I'm really liking the paper, and as long as I use the back side of it, I think my pens will be okay. All right, I will be back. It is all dry. Oh, I'm so excited. This looks so cute. I really like these colors. I really like the extra bits that I threw on here, and I can't wait to get started on this. So I'm gonna put the time lapse on for you guys and some music, and maybe I have more to say during that. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna start and I'm gonna let you go ahead and watch that. I decided to use the darker of the two gray shades of these pens because the lighter one was just a little bit too light, and I thought it would disappear a little bit too much on this background. Overall, I am happy that I used the backside of the paper. The pens didn't struggle at all, apart from the few areas where I put those pencil shavings down. So I will definitely try and use the sanding paper next time to get a finer consistency, and hopefully the colors will disperse a little bit more. But overall, I'm really happy with that result. I think it looks really pretty, and it'll just give it a little bit more texture. There are so many different ways to achieve texture on the background. Some people use salt, some people use the saran wrap, which I have tried. I don't know that I want that kind of texture. The salt kind of takes away from the colors a little bit more, and so does the saran wrap or the cling wrap. I want to add more of the colors onto my backgrounds, and these shavings work really well, so I'm looking forward to using them again in the future. I'm also very excited about this gray color pen, so thank you very much to the person who suggested these to me, and I will be looking for the 005 tip because I do love that very fine tip for the thinner lines. I didn't realize I had switched the pen size for some of the lines, and they were too thick for me, and then I switched to the thinner, the 001 tip later on. But overall, they performed really well. I love the shade of the gray. I also love the shade of the lighter gray pens, and I look forward to using those next time. And yeah, I will look for the 005 tip. Maybe I can buy it separately. I have not looked into it yet, but if I find it and if you're interested, I will let you know. But I am overall happy with that shade for these colors. I am happy that I now have different shades in those pens other than the blacks. And if you haven't watched my last video where I used the sepia brown pens, I really like those too for just the warmer colors. And I think those gray ones just work so much better for the lighter, cooler colors. If you want to check them out for yourself, I will have them listed down below in the description box, along with the new watercolor paper as well. I don't have a listing for the watercolor pencils because I bought them in Switzerland, but you can use any kind of watercolor pencil that you have. Just make sure that they're actually made for watercolors and not just the regular pencils, because those won't work. They will not dissolve in the water. Alright friends, I am going to let you watch the rest of this video by yourself, but as always I wanted to say thank you to all of you who watch my videos and come back every week to watch me create and to share your thoughts and your gratitude with me. It just makes me so happy. And on that note, I wanted to let you guys know that I am almost at 10,000 subscribers, y'all. What? How is that possible? I started a little over 2 years ago, and it has been growing and growing, and I'm just so happy. It makes me really happy that others want to see what I am up to each week. So thank you very much to all of you that have taken the time to like, to subscribe to this channel, to comment, and to give insight and lend a helping hand whenever I need it. I really, really appreciate it. We would not be here without all of you. I just want you to know. So I want to give back. And I've been thinking about a couple of things, but I will probably mention something in the community tab. So just make sure that you keep a lookout for any or all updates on that. If I reach 10,000, which I don't think I will, but you never know, which would be the 22nd of March 2024, then I will mention something in that video. Otherwise, just keep a lookout in the community tab, as I said. Yeah, I want to give back, and maybe we'll do a little giveaway. So on that note, thank you very much, and I will see you next time.